Gentlemen, let me ask you something. That might just change the way you read women forever. Have you ever been around a woman and thought, she's giving me mixed signals? I can't tell if she's into me or not. Here's the thing. Women are masters at subtlety. They can be completely into you, yet act like they're just being friendly or even pretend not to care. And the crazy part, most guys miss it completely. But what, Tiff? I told you there are 9 undeniable telltale signs that a woman likes you, even if she's trying her best to hide it. And once you know these signs, you'll never be confused again. You'll see attraction where other men see nothing, and that gives you a hut. There's something intoxicating about the chase. But here's twist. The real game isn't about chasing at all. It's about understanding silent psychological signals she's sending without even realizing it. Most men look for the obvious clues, the big smile, the direct flirt, the bold touch. But the signs that really matter are far more subtle, far more nuanced, and if you know how to read them, far more revealing. So stick with me until thievery end, because not only will you learn these signs, you'll also learn how to respond in a way that builds attraction instead of killing it. Welcome to Dark Psychology. I'm Amelia, and this is where we dive deep into the mind games, hidden patterns, and unspoken rules of human attraction. Sign number 1, Cheffins, subtle ways to touch you or be near you. Most guys think a woman has tobe, obvious, holding your hand, hugging you, making big gestures for it to mean anything. But in reality, it's the small, seemingly accidental touches that give away her interest. A gentle tap on the arm when she makes a point, brushing past you when there's clearly enough space to walk without touching, standing just a little closer than necessary in a conversation. These are all micro moves designed to break the physical barrier without screaming, "I like you" to the wall room. What to do instead? Understand that closeness doesn't always come as an overt move. Pay attention to those moments. She lingers near you, accidentally bumps into you, or lightly touches your sleeve while laughing. This is her body's way of saying, "I'm comfortable with you, and I want to be in your space." Why it matters. Physical proximity, a sony of the strongest subconscious indicators of trust and attraction. In social and even professional settings, it signals comfort, and women do not give that level of comfort to just Danian. So the next time she stands a little too close, or just happens to touch your arm, don't brush it off as random. She's speaking to you in a language most men never learn to translate. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you're around a woman you're curious about, track exactly how often she closes the distance between you. You might be surprised at how much is saying without ever opening her mouth. Sign number 2. She goes out of her way to make eye contact. Here's one of the biggest mistakes most guys make. They confuse fleeting eye contact with genuine attraction. When a woman is truly interested in you, Cheffon goes out of her way to make prolonged, deliberate eye contact, as if just trying to speak to you without moving her lips. And it's not just that she's looking at you. It's how she looks at you. Her gaze might linger for just a second longer than normal. Her eyes might soften. Her pupils might dilate slightly. That's her way of signaling, "I see you, and I'm tuned in." What to do instead when she holds your gaze? Don't break it instantly, like most guys do out of nervousness. Instead, hold it for a bit. Let a small, confident smile play at the corners of your mouth, and then look away slowly. That one move flips its psychological script. You go from guy she noticed to the guy who made her feel noticed back. Why it works? Eye contact is a primal form of connection. In both romantic and professional life, it builds trust, rapport, and a sense of binders. If you learn to master it, you're not just better at reading her emotions, you're better at communicating yours without saying a word. Pro tip: if she is looking at you multiple times within a short window, that's not coincidence. That's her brain saying, "Pay attention to him, ignore it." And you're silently telling her you're not interested. Quick question: how many times in your life do you think you've completely missed this sign because you were looking at your phone or the floor? You might not want to know the answer. Sign number 3. She mirrors your movements. We've all heard the term mirroring, but most men don't realize how massive a sign it is when a woman does it. When a woman likes you, she will subconsciously start copying your movements, posture, and even speech rhythm. It's her body's way of syncing with yours, saying without words, "We're in tune." If you lean forward during a conversation, she'll lean forward, too. If you laugh, she laugh, even if she didn't fully hear the joke. If you adjust your seat, a few seconds later, she might adjust theirs. What to do instead? Don't overlook this small cues. When someone mirrors you, it means they feel comfortable. And in this case, It's also a form of non-verbal bonding. The fact that she's so in sync with your body language says a lot about how she feels around you. It's a silent connection, an unspoken agreement that she wants to be on the same wavelength. Why it matters. When you spot this in romantic situations, it's a clear attraction signal. But here's the hidden: noticing mirroring in any situation, networking, job interviews, team meetings, makes you socially sharper and far more engaging. How tows it when you notice she's mirroring you? Use it as a chance to build rapport, match her tone, keep your boat, and lean into the conversation. You're reinforcing the bond her subconscious has already started building. And remember, mirroring isn't just about attraction. It's about connection. The more you notice it, the better you get at creating bonds with anyone, anywhere. Sign number 4, she laughs at your jokes, even when they're not that funny. Let's be honest, not every line you deliver is comedy gold. Sometimes you're just filling fizzlance, tossing out a comment, or sharing something that isn't laugh out loud material. But when a woman likes you, she'll still laugh. And it's not just polite laughter, it's encouragement. It's her way of making you feel good, of rewarding the interaction so you keep engaging with her. It's the I want to be in your world law, often paired with leaning slightly toward you, maintaining eye contact, or lightly touching her face or hair. What'd do instead? Instead of brushing it off or self-deprecating, wow, that wasn't even funny. Appreciate for what it is, a signal of her comfort and interest. Her laughter is more than a reaction. It's an invitation. She's telling you, I enjoy you. I want you to feel good around me. Why it matters. When a woman laughs at your jokes, she's aligning her emotions with yours. Laughter lowers barriers, releases tension, and creates a bond. In romantic dynamics, it's her way of saying she's open to your energy. And in social professional situations, it makes you instantly more likable and approachable. Extra layer. This doesn't just benefit with her. Learning to create moments where people laugh or simply enjoy your presence makes you magnetic in all areas of life. It's the social version of compound interest. The more people feel good around you, the more opportunities and connections you attract. Next time's laughs. Even at your bad joke, pause for half a second, smile, and hold her gaze. That micro moment can say more than words ever could. Sign number 5. She plays with her hair or touches her neck while talking to you. Most men see a woman playing with her hair and think, oh, she's just fidgeting. But in the world of subconscious attraction signals, this one is huge. When a woman likes you, she may start subtly grooming her in your presence, twirling her hair around her fingers, smoothing it down, or brushing it back behind her ear. Touching her neck is an cue, as it's one of the body's most vulnerable and sensual areas. These movements are often subconscious, meaning she's not doing it deliberately to flirt, but because her body is in a heightened state of awareness around you. What to do instead? Don't call it out directly. You're playing with your hair because that can make her self-conscious and break the moment. Instead, take it as confirmation that she's both comfortable and interested. Why it matters. Hair and neck to chest signal, 2 key things. She feels safe enough to let her guard down. She's subconsciously trying to draw your attention toward her femininity. The diaper psychology. These little gestures are micro-investments she's put into how she presents herself in your presence without making it obvious. And they're often stronger signals than any things she might say. Pro tip. By noticing and respecting these signs without overreacting, you position yourself as socially intelligent. Someone who can read the room without making people feel exposed. This skill translates into deeper personal connections and higher trust in all areas of life. From here on, these signs will get even more subtle, and in some cases they'll look like the opposite of interest unless you know how to decode them. That's where most men fail and where you're about to get ahead. Sign the 6. She acts nervous or fidgety hand you're around. Here's the thing most guys get wrong. They see a woman acting nervous, tapping her fingers, adjusting her clothes, playing with her phone, shifting her weight, and they assume it's a bad sign. But often, the exact opposite is true. When a woman is trying to hide her attraction, nervousness can leak through her body language. Why? Because her mind is busy processing the feelings she's not ready to openly display. That internal tension creates small, restless movements, fidgeting, biting her lip, touching her jewelry. Even though she's trying to appear cool. What to do instead when you notice she's a little restless around you? Beauty-wise seems engaged. Recognize it for what it is, a sign she's in the moment. Why it matters. Women often mask their emotions in subtle ways, especially early on. to maintain control over the situation. But thought, nervous energy isn't discomfort, it's the body's way of burning off the adrenaline spike that attraction brings, and if you can read this for what it is, you gain an advantage most men don't. You can remain calm, composed, and in control, which not only keeps her 80s but makes you more attractive in her eyes. Pro tip, this skill isn't just for dating. Learning to read nervous energy in any setting, job interviews, negotiations, tense conversations allows you to respond with empathies instead of pressure, making you a more confident and effective communicator. Next time you see that mix of eye contact, a small smile, and fidgety hands, don't misinterpret it. She might just be trying to hide the fact that you're making her heart race. Sign number 7. She asks personal questions about your life or future. Some guys think this is just casual conversation. But when a woman is interested in you, she often steers the conversation toward deeper, more personal topics, your goals, your past experiences, your plans for the future. This isn't idle chit-chat. It's her way of connecting on a deeper level and testing for compatibility without making it obvious. What to do instead? Treat these momentous opportunities. When she asks about your aspirations, career moves, travel dreams, or even childhood memories, she's giving you an opening to share who you truly are. Don't just give surface level answers, open up in a way that's genuine but confident. This builds trust, which is one of the most attractive qualities you can display. Why it matters. By asking personal questions, she's investing in learning your story. That's not something women do with just anyone. It's a sign she's mentally placing you in the category of someone who could matter in her life. The hidden psychology humans bond through self-disclosure. The more personal the exchange, the stronger the emotional connection. When she's guiding the conversation into this territory, she's paving the way for emotional intimacy, whether she admits it or not. Pro tip, in both romantic and professional settings, being comfortable talking about your values, dreams, and experiences makes people trust you faster. So, if she's asking, don't waste a chance to create a memorable, meaningful moment. And remember, when a woman starts asking about your future, she's not just making small talk, she's imagining where you might fit in it. The next signs we're about to cover are even trickier because they involve accomplishments that hide in plain sight and attraction disguised as indifference. To cues most men misread completely. Sign number 8. She compliments you but keeps it casual. Compliments from a woman can be tricky. Sometimes they're bold and unmistakable. You look amazing in that shirt. Other times, they're so low-key you might almost miss them. When a woman likes you but doesn't want to make it obvious, she might slip in casual compliments and downplay them. She could say, "You've got great energy. That's a nice watch. You're really easy to talk to." The sentiments are intentionally subtle. She's signaling appreciation without waving a giant attraction flag in your face. What to do instead? Acknowledge the compliment with confidence, not embarrassment. You don't have to overplay it. Just a warm, "Thanks, I appreciate that." While eye contact shows you receive a positive attention, well, why it matters. Casual compliments are often more genuine than big obvious ones. They're not wrapped in flirtation that could be dismissed as playing around. They're her unguarded way of letting you know something about you stands out to her. The deeper psychology by keeping it casual, she removes the pressure. She's letting you know she notices you, but in a way that protects her from vulnerability if you don't respond how she hopes. Pro tip, once you start noticing these small acknowledgments, you'll see them everywhere in romantic settings, friendships, and even at work. They're micro moments of connection that when stacked build powerful rapport over time. So the next time she compliments your jacket, your voice, or even your taste in music, remember, she chose to say that for a reason. Sign door 9. She pretends not to notice you but always tracks your movements. This one can be confusing and it's where most men completely misread these. Ever been in the same room as a woman who acts like she's not paying attention to you, but somehow you catch her glancing in your direction again and again? She might look away quickly when you notice. She might busy herself with something else, but she's aware of where you are and what you're doing, almost like she's got you on her personal radar. Why she does it? It's a control move. She doesn't want to appear too obvious or too eager, so she creates distance while still feeding her curiosity about you. What to do instead? Don't interpret this as disinterest. This is often a low-risk way for her to enjoy watching you without stepping out of her comfort zone. The key here, her actions are calculated, not accidental. She's intentionally staying aware of you, which means you're on her mind, marathon. She's willing to admit why it matters. Once you understand this dynamic, you'll be able to read odd situations far more accurately, not just with women, but in all social settings. People who seem disengaged can sometimes be most tuned in. Pro tip: if you catch her sneaking a glance, don't rush over or call it out. Instead, hold her gaze for just a beat longer than normal bear looking away. That subtle acknowledgement can flip the balance off control and make her curious to know more. And now we're down to the final piece, the bonus point. This is where subtlety turns into one of the most powerful tools you can use, a way to read and respond to unspoken attraction thought most men will never even see. Bonus point: the power of subtle communication. As a thank you for sticking with me all the way to this point, here's something most men never truly grasp. Subtle communication is often the most powerful. It's not about the grand gestures, the big confessions, the over-the-top flirting. It's about the small meaningful signals that tell you what's really going on beneath the surface. When a woman is trying to hide her feelings, it's rarely the loudest signs that give her away. It's the quiet tones, the way she positions herself just close enough to feel your presence, this small changes in her tone when she talks to you, the shift in her body language when you enter the room. These micro cues often speak louder than any words ever could. Why this matters? By recognizing and responding to these subtleties, you a deeper level of emotional intelligence that doesn't just make you more confident in your dating life, it transforms all your relationships. You stop guessing and you start understanding. And in a world where most people are distracted, someone who can't really read the room stands out instantly. So, let's quickly run through what we've covered today. She finds subtle ways to touch you or be near you. She goes out of her way to make prolonged eye contact. She mirrors your movements and body language. She laughs at your jokes, even when they're not that funny. She plays with her hair or touches her neck while talking to you. She acts nervous or fidgety when you're around. She asks personal questions about your life or future. She compliments you but keeps it casual. She pretends not to notice you but your movements. And finally, the bonus point. She communicates more through her subtle actions than her words. Why? This changes everything. The more you pay attention to these cues, the more socially aware, confident, and magnetic you become. You'll not only stop missing opportunities, you'll start creating them. Because the attraction isn't always shouted from the roadtops. Sometimes it's whispered andinly, the men paying attention hear it. If you made it this far, drop a simple comment below to let me know your part of our real community. Don't forget to like this video. It tells YouTube to share this with more people who need it. And if you know a guy who confidences, I can never tell if she's interested, send him this video. You might change his entire dating life. Subscribe to Dark Psychology for more deep, actionable insights into love, relationships, and human behavior. And before you go, we've recommended another video for you on your screen right now. Click it to keep learning, and I'll see you tomorrow with more content. Desi and Neto make you unstoppable. Music.